Here we go. Welcome back to another great show of the Hockey NHL Show. This is the first NHL weekly review show of the Hockey NHL Show from the host, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth today. We're going to start this every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. We're going to do an NHL weekly review. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about the Florida Panthers. And then after that, we're going to talk about everything happening in NHL, different teams, what is great, what is good, what is bad, what is surprise. We're going to talk about all the team, everything happening on the week, the signature, the injuries, the change roster. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to show you a couple of different graphics I get by different people every morning about the team for the upcoming week, everything like that. So I think it's going to be a new show where you're going to like it. I think it's going to be interesting to talk about different team. And of course, at the Hockey National Show, we follow the Montreal Canadiens and the Florida Panthers, and we're going to talk about them. They're reviewing the week and also talking about the preview of the week that's coming. So it'll be very interesting. I thought to do it only videos, but I think, I have a time to go live stream. And whatever we have the people here, it's not matter the number, it's about the quality. And hopefully those contents I'm going to bring to you, you're going to like it. But before we start, like we do all the time, first of all, we want to remind you,
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Happy Sunday, happy fun day. Welcome directly from Vegas, Mr. Adam, the Swimmer Burger. From de la belle province de Québec, dans le sud du Québec, directement de Sherbrooke. Bien sûr, toujours ici, le matin, l'après-midi, le soir, peu importe quand on se présente ici, il est toujours au poste. On welcome Mr. Nicolas de Gobi Bono. From South Florida, the number one fans of the Florida Panthers. Maybe a Fort Lauderdale area, maybe in Parkland, Colorado Springs. It's all about the Hollywood. Whatever is in South Florida, is the number one fans of the Panthers. The Cats, we call them, where they are an amazing, great start of the season. Of course, we're talking about the Gators. Rock Team T! We welcome also Keaton Jenkins. Keaton, I want to let you know, don't forget you are signed up for the ESPN Fantasy Hockey with the Hockey National Show. So don't forget to check your team. Don't forget to make your update and put your lineup every single day. If you cannot do it or you cannot participate, let us know. We have a lot of people waiting to join the fantasy hockey. The key behind this league, Keaton, is the participation to be there at least a minimum of 2-3 times per week to checking your lineup, your update, and everything like that. The participation is the key of that league. So I just want to let you know that. So hopefully you're going to continue to be in the league. And thanks for joining us this morning. She's from the West Coast and Sunshine State, the number one fans of the Florida Panthers. No, the Tampa Bay Lightnings, of course. And we welcome Kimberly Anna. Awesome. He played at the Fort Myers today. Your son, the Warriors he played U14 for the Bantam AA. Well, I know this program, the Florida Warriors, where I'm a little bit a guy, bring all the mindset posts every day for that organization. So really great organization, new organization, and they are changing a little bit the hockey youth program on the West Coast around 4 miles in Naples, everything like that. So congratulations for the Florida Warriors. Good luck for you, little one. Of course, we wish him the best. And at the end of the day, having fun, that's the most important thing. So, Canadian Giant in the house this morning from Westmount, Montreal. Oh, yes. He's back, first of all. Secondly, he have a big smile. Thirdly, he's so happy. Fourthly, his team looking great. And finally, they are going maybe to win the Atlantic Division. We talk about Bud, the Monkey Boy. Directly from all the way to other side of the world, directly from Russia or this area. I never really believe, why, Jesus, it's Sunday, give me a break, right? I never remember exactly the city you are, Oleg, but wherever you are in Russia, welcome back, Oleg Kolesnikov in the house. We welcome Corey Hill back this morning. Corey, how are you? Week? Corey come back every 2 days, 3 days, but we always welcome you. Hopefully you have an amazing, great week, and your team is doing well. So thank you to join us this morning, Corey Hill. I'm from Ottawa, Canada, actually. The Ottawa Senators fans. So where the Ottawa play today at 5 o'clock again, the Dallas Star, and the Hockey Nation Live Show is going to do a live stream for the Ottawa Senators fans. Don't forget to come back and join us tonight. That'd be amazing. Today we have a show, a live stream at 5 o'clock, and then we'll be back with the Power Play show we call at 9 o'clock p.m. with a Frenchy quiz at 10 o'clock p.m. So don't miss this. We're going to talk about hockey and everything like that. So I look forward to see you. Of course, we have the Bud, another bird in the house. We're talking about the bird called Raven. All right, let me try this, Oleg. He live in a Rostov-on-Don. Can I say that? Rostov-on-Don. That's something like that. Pretty nice area, by the way. So welcome back, Mr. Snikov. That's your nickname now. Shara should retire. I have a -4 yesterday. He's too slow. A really difficult beginning season for different players in NHL, to be honest with you, with Shara, Fleury, and other players. It's not all easy. It's not all pretty. It's not all great. Some are amazing. On the flip side, some are not there yet. And on the flip side, I would say to you, Banamoki, Shara, he's still on the preseason adaptation with a new team, everything like that. But again, maybe the reason why, maybe it's the time. Maybe the ring of the bell. Maybe it's the time maybe to go out and be retired. But again, we'll see. He's so proud of himself. He's always been healthy and in good shape. But sometimes the hand have to be in the end. So before we talk about the review of the week, we want to mention to you, please, don't forget the only homework you have. We have two, honestly. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the show. If you are already, please don't forget to click on the likes. And finally, I will give you a third one. Share this Hockey Nation Live show with your friends, your family members, or anybody, maybe to give us a chance to grow and to reach another milestone. The 4,000, can we do this season? It would be interesting to see that. But my milestone, my target, being honest with you, is the 5,000. I dream big. I have a big goal, and I'm looking for 5,000 milestone at the end of the season. Can we do that? I'm not sure, but we do the best we can to reach the 5,000. And you are the key or the major key to make this possible by sharing this live stream and this video and the YouTube channel to your friends. Tell to your friends, hey, listen, there's a great content here. It's not about me, guys, but at the end of the day, we want to grow in the right direction. So thanks to be with us this morning. Bruins did not start Ulmark. I don't know why. Because you don't have a great training camp, to be honest with you, Raven. Did not do well And I think Jeremy Swayman have a good camp, and he proved it by the number last season. He did it again yesterday. The Boston Bruins win yesterday by a score of 3-1. Of course, Brad Marchand did it again, 2 goals yesterday. Corey, Shaw so close to retirement because he is over 40 years old now. You're absolutely right, Corey, about that. He's now 43, 44, so you're absolutely right about this. We already have over 3,000 so very good result. Thank you so much, Oleg. Very glad to having you. Your participation, very important for us. And we are thankful you stop by when you have a chance, whatever is the morning, afternoon, evening for you. We just want to let you know, thank you so much about that. They start swimming, yes, exactly what I mentioned to you. Bennett hat trick. No, but the monkey, learn about this. It's Bennett hat rat trick. Just kidding, but yes, he did it. We're going to talk about this right away about that situation. So let's dive in about this, please. During the time I'm going to go to reviewing and the weekly, everything on that, please ask your question. I'm going to catch up with you at some point, and we're going to get there. All right, Bennett rat trick. No, just kidding. If someone bring this yesterday on the chat, I was just laughing about that. I never thought about the rat trick until he mentioned this, and I thought it was funny, but great performance. Sam Bennett, again, he started the season exactly what he finished with the Florida Panthers, and I don't know if you are a Calgary Flames fans or Calgary Flame organization staff, you question yourself, what we did right there, what's going on with him. We have him, and we let him go, and now we pay the price. And sometimes it's not always make mistake. We turn that as a bad trait. I don't know it's going to be a bad trait for the Flames, but we have to give credit again for Bill Zito. He nailed it, he hammered it, and he did it again. Mr. Bill Zito, what I consider maybe the best 3 top GM right now in NHL. So let's dive in about this guy. I just want to share with you the NHL Weekly Review. This is all about, it's new about this. It's a new show. We're going to go try to do this live stream. And because I really believe I love the participation. I love to have people around and talking. So I think it will be the best way to do it. So that's the new show we're doing every Sunday. I will try to do it at 11 o'clock. If not, sometimes it will be the evening at 9 p.m., but I will try to be my best to keep it at 11 o'clock in the morning when I don't have anything else to do other than the fact I show up here. So what is all about? First of all, we're going to start with happening yesterday. Listen, this is the 14th game happening in NHL. 14th game, so we have 28 team on the 32 team play. Buffalo win again. Boston opening night, they win 3-1. The Montreal Canadiens going to the wrong direction. Lost 3-1 on the empty net for the New York Rangers was the first W. The Pittsburgh Penguins, guys, surprised. This shocker, to be honest with you. Pittsburgh 5-2 over the Chicago Blackhawks. Another team struggled like the Montreal Canadiens. The Columbus win their second game of the season 2-1. An OT event over the Seattle Kraken, where I would be honest with you, we have to give credit. That's what you see this game yesterday. That's what the Seattle Kraken is going to do all year long. We have the Avalanche Colorado without Lestegard and McKinnon out of the lineup. Last 5-3, surprise St. Louis win their first W of the year. That was the first game. David Perron, the veteran Perron from Montreal, continues with 2 goals. The San Jose surprised the Winnipeg Jets, where they lost the second game of the season by a score of 4-3. It was the first W, first game for San Jose. The Florida Panthers, the Panthers Cats win 5-1. Again, another team struggle. We're going to talk about the New York Islanders shortly. The Toronto Maple Leafs win the second W in 3 game. Again, the Ottawa Senators right now 3-1 yesterday. The Detroit, another team, surprised now. They win again the Vancouver Canucks 3-1. It was the first loss for the Vancouver Canucks. The Tampa Bay Lightning finally won again back. They come back again by losing 1-0 and come back and score 2 goals. Steven Stamkos scored an OT. Ovechkin scored again for Washington. It was his 3rd of the year. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Nashville Predators by a score of 3-2. And Connor McDavid scored a hat trick last night on the Alberta rivalities, winning a score of 5-2 against the Flames. Finally, the last game of the night, the Minnesota Wild won by a score 3-2 over the Los Angeles Kings. Really great game if you look about that yesterday. And that's what happening from a Saturday night. I'm going to bring you here about this. I will give you a little bit happening here. This is all about the NHL update. You can get those information, guys, during the game about this. You just have to go to NHL.com. First of all, Phil Kessel is kidding. It's 902 consecutive regular game. He's just behind Keith and Yandel, 923. Two players were now looking for the Iron Man streak, and they play at the same year, at the same time. That's pretty unique to see that. The goaltender Karel Evench-Melka played his first career NHL game with the Coyotes yesterday. So good overall for him to play first game. Rasmus Dahlin assist on the Sabres. First goal of the game was his 90 of his career, and a 190 game. Among the defensemen who started their career with the Sabres, only Phil Horsley has a 144 game to reach the 90 assists. The Florida Panthers, your the Bleu Blanc Rouge, your Florida Panthers, the Cats. Saturday night marked the 47 all-time head-to-head between the veteran Joe Thornton and Zdeno Chara. Thornton tallied 18, 17, 35 in the previous 46 contest. Chara is 9, 7, 16. And Chara team won 29, 15, 2 versus Thornton 15, 23, and 8. Sam Bennett opening the score at 9-10 of the first period to record his first goal of the season. He has 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points, and 17 games since he played for the Florida Panthers. Sam Bennett, his second goal of the night, he the lead 2-0. The only time Bennett has scored more than 2 goals in the game came on the January 13, 2016, when he had 4 assists against the Panthers. Jonathan Hubert, though, collect his assist to record his 500 career point and 593 game. Huberdeau already the franchise leader in assists and point, become the only Panthers player to reach the mark with the club. The Florida has won 13 of his past 14 home game, including the past 6 inning of the 2021 regular season. Only Colorado 10 and Ottawa 6 have the longer active home win streak spanning season. Sam Bennett, the Nash is third of the night for his second career 3-goal hat trick. His hat trick is the third so far in 21-22, following Tyler Bertuzzi and Anze Kopitar. For the New York Islanders, Saturday marked the 47. We know already about that one. Oliver Wahlstrom scored a power play goal 3:30 into his second period. Since the beginning of the 2021, Wahlstrom had 5 goals on the men advantage. The only Islanders player with more is Brooke Nelson. Teddy Blugger opening the scoring just 15 seconds into the contest with his second goal of the season. He becomes just the 7th player in NHL history to score a goal in 15 seconds or forward at the team home opener. Josh Anderson, Elias Lindholm, Patrick Flatley, Denis Savard, Bill Mozico, and Gus Butler did it. Denton Ennis scores to keep Bisbee an early 4-0 lead. Ennis has found the back of the net in the each of his first 3 games with the Pittsburgh, the second longest in the franchise history, behind Malkin. That's why in 6 games. The Penguins scored 4 goals at opening 11:25 of the first period, making the 7th fattest 4 goals from the start of the opening season in NHL history. The last time to do it is Vegas. Finally, the head coach Mike Sullivan earned his 253 win behind the Penguin bench, surpassed Dan Bishma 252 for sole position of the most game regular season. That maybe become a great question for the Frenchy quiz. Just kidding. William Nylander assists on the Maple Leaf 2-0 goal is found the score sheet in each of the Toronto first 3 games this season. He have 2 goals, 2 assists. Nylander continues what he did last season during the playoffs, so we have to give him credit. Michael Bunting put Toronto 3-1 of his first goal of the year. He has 10 goals in 21 games with the Coyotes last season. He won a Golden Ball with the Canada 2021. Jeremy Swayman become the Bruins' first rookie goaltender to start his opening game since Blaine Latcher in 1995, and he won the game. Brett Marchand opening the scoring with the 5th penalty shot goal of his career. Only 2 players have more. It's Pavel Bure, 7, and Mario Lemieux. Marchand also become a pair shot, blah, blah, blah. Brett Marchand scored 2 goals and improved the 7 career tally in season opening game. Only 3 players did more. It's Cam Neely, 12, Rebook, and Phillips Pusto. Boston extended his win streak opening season now at 2 game to 3 game, improved 8-0 in the last 10 years opening. What about the Washington Capitals? The Ovechkin opened up the scoring for the Capitals with 733 goals of his career, moving him within the 8th of matching Brett Hall at 741, 4th in the all-time. Ovechkin scored the 126 game opening goal of his career, moving him 1, matching the goalie or 127. Of course, Ovechkin scored his 804th NHL goal regular season player, passing Mike Messier at 800 for the sole position of the 5th in history NHL. Brendan Tanev opening the scoring for the Canadiens, has 3 goals through the franchise for the first 3 goals and the 3 games of the regular season. Then we can go all the way. I don't want to go because it would take too long, but I just want to give you an idea what's going on. The best way to do it is to go on the NHL. That's where you're going to get all the information about that. So hopefully that's help you about that one over there. Let's move on here. The deal is talk about Claude and Ottawa Senators. Remark is true, not a utilitarian. What player we pick you do? I'm not sure Korea can understand that one over there. Maybe there was a talk about. Can you repeat, please, Corey? I would like to answer. Raven, what do you think about the Hawks pulling Fleury at his first game in Pittsburgh? There was the right decision about this. It was 4-0. He gave 4 goals at the halftime at the first period. I think, Raven, it was right to see that. It's a poor starting season for Fleury with the Chicago Blackhawks, like the team, by the way. So it's really sad to see that, but part of the game, and unfortunately, not things doing well right now for Marc-Andre Fleury. And I have a coach. I think you don't want to have a star like him to get a lot of goal and looking bad at the end of the day. So I think they did the right decision about that one over there. I'm very glad to see for a really good game by Pavelski. Absolutely right. Great comment about that. We're going to talk about this in a few minutes. Coach Q is about 1,000 W. Yep, so right. Vilio from Finland, welcome back. Corey is talking about Claude Giroux. Yes, that's true about this one over there. The other talk about Claude Giroux, it's true or not? Or is it what a GM? What do you play? You pick? What you do? They talk about this more about the upcoming, the next season, Corey, the Claude Giroux. Why? Because Claude Giroux become a UFA at the end of the season. And I think at some point, Giroux is, 35 years old at the end of his contract. So they are the discussion or the rumor starting about this one over there. I think it could be a good way. But again, how much? Right? I think it would be good for the young kids to learning from a leader like Giroux, everything like that. I'll be honest with you, Montreal Canadiens would like to have used him. He's more like a left wing as a center, so Montreal may be a little bit concerned about that, but he will fit very well in Ottawa. I will tell you one reason, and I could be right or wrong, because Giroux play left wing, that would bring Tim Zuzzle to move to the left wing to the center and bring down Shane Pinto. That's the only way I see this at that move. But again, I will not trade. I will wait at the end to finish. He become a UFA. Now, if the Flyers is going to resign him, this the Claude Giroux want to leave. If Claude Giroux like to be there, is a captain there. He been all his life with the Flyers, so I'm not sure how deep Giroux can be and can go to Ottawa. I do not look about his contract. If you have an NMC or MTN, he's no close, everything like that. So it will be interesting. But through the discussion rumor starting, but I don't know how deep it's going to be. But great question for you, Corey, and great, really know to mention this to me. I was trying to read about that over there. Oleg, where is Yamo? Who has seen him last time? Yamo show up. First of all, Yamo have healthy problems during the summer. Now he feels great. Glad to hear that. He has speed recovery. He did great. He have a new job or a new schedule of what he does. So Yamo show up early in the morning, usually during the week, and then he show up one of Montreal Canadiens. At the beginning of the game, he show up, he say hi, he return that. So that's maybe. And then we have a new show like at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes he show up there. So he regularly, not all every show, but he's getting now more regular about that, Oleg. So thanks to asking, and we appreciate about that. Yes, that's correct. His name is hard to spell. That's point. Not a problem. Corey Villio bring me back and he give me the right answer. So I'm glad we can help. Hopefully my answer help you to understand the situation. Florida is playing again the Tampa Colorado next week. I'm excited. You're absolutely right. We're going to talk about this. I'm getting there. So the next thing I want to talk about this. After that, of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to review a little bit. And then after that will be the Florida Panthers. And then if you want to talk about your own team, we can talk about them. First of all, the Abs, October last week from Sunday the 10th to yesterday, Saturday, record 0-3-0. They lost 2-1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs, 5-1 against the Buffalo Sabres, and they lost also 3-1 against the New York Rangers and the empty net over there. Look, it's not what we're looking for when we see the Montreal Canadiens. This is the first time since 1995 and 1996, Montreal started the season with 0-3-0. You have to go all the way at that year. And then when they came 0-4-0, after that, they fired Serge Chavard and the head coach Jacques Demers. Ronald Corey, president of the team, took that decision, and they hired Mario Tremblay and Régent Hall. They become maybe one of the worst after that, but that's another subject. But just give you a little bit the history behind where we at right now with the Montreal Canadiens. So are you going to watch both games, the Montreal and the Florida Tuesday? Yes, Villino, we will be live. The good news about this, Villino, I live in Florida, so I have a chance to watch all the game on my on my TV. And then I have all the game NHL on my computer. So I have a chance to watching this. So yes, we're going to go there. Hopefully you're going to be around to talking about the boat game, and maybe will give us your impression about the game and what you think about this. We'll be glad to see you. And don't forget, you are part of the NHL Fantasy Hockey with the Hockey National Show on ESPN. So join you, look for your team, make your chance, look at your update, everything like that. And that would be great. I have a long playoff run, so they are a bit tired to start the season. Tony Brasco, welcome back. Yeah, absolutely right about that. I agree with you about this. Great comments to mention this. I'm going to give you the good news for the Montreal Canadiens. We don't have a lot of good news, but I'm a push-safe guy. You know how I'm a life coaching. So me, I always see the perspective and the push-safe things about everything. First of all, Jonathan Drouin, 2 goals. Wow, 2 of the 3 goals. That's a pretty good for see Jonathan Drouin after so much a difficult time, personal about and his life with a mental illness, and he struggled with anxiety and insomnia, everything like that. So to see him to have a good start of the year like that, we have to be so much proud of him, the human being. And yesterday, during the presentation of the players, he got the highest, applause or by the fans over there. Really appreciate, and I was proud to see the 20,000 people in the building cheering for Jonathan Drouin yesterday. So I'm glad to see this. I would gladly come to match Florida. Also nice to hear from you live in Florida. No, you're welcome, Valeo. Appreciate that. So that's what happened about Jonathan Drouin. We cannot complaining about Jake Allen. If you're complaining about him, we are not the same page right now. Jake Allen only gave 2 goals on 2 games he played, on the 2 of the 3 games. So you have to give him credit for that. So he have a goal average of 2.00, guys, in the beginning of the season when he played. So it's not his fault. Cannot complain. So for me, they are the 2 really, really elements of what Montreal is doing well as an individual player at that moment. I don't see really another player right now who say, oh, they play well or he did this. It's my two only player I have for the Montreal Canadiens for that. Really, we're absolutely right about this. Cannot wait when you get the Ottawa Senators. Yes, sir, correct. And then the goal at Louis 5 versus 5. Cole, they lost 3 times. What are you talking about? Here's what I want to talk to you guys. First of all, they gave 2 goals only against Toronto Maple Leafs. So they did something good over there. They lost the game, absolutely, but the people are just focusing on the loss. They play a good game against Toronto. Now, the next night, we gave 5 goals. Yes, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many on power play? 3. So, at the end of the day, they gave only 2 goals and 5 versus 5. So, the first game, 2. The second game, 2. Right? Power play part of the game, I understand that. But again, I'm talking about 5 versus 5. Yesterday, again, the New York Rangers. 1 goal on power play, 1 goal in empty net, and only 1 goal and 5 versus 5. So my point to you, I want to give you a little bit the positivity of what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens. 5 versus 5, they are not bad. It's not looking good, or they not play all well right now. I understand that. But I want to give you a little bit more when the number what telling me right now. So for me, for the Montreal Canadiens overall, it's not too bad, right? But he have to get better for sure, because now I'm going to tell you what is not great. That's what we are. The special team. I can do that. As the power play, 0 and 10. Yeah, 0 and 10. Only on the 10 attempts, I will say to you, maybe 2 or 3 max, it was looking good. The rest, completely bad. And it could be from the coaches. It could be not the right players on the ice. It could be put the players at the wrong place. It could be the entry zone. It could be the setup. It could be the breakout. I can go all the way. Nobody in front of the net. No screening. No tips. No great pass. I can go all the way like that, guys. But this is really bad right now for the Montreal Canadiens. Then the PK, they gave 5. There was 4 and 9 before the game yesterday, and I think yesterday it was 1 and 4, and now they are like 5 and 13. That's not good at all, and you cannot give it. Now, is it Philippe Dano? Is it Bob Biro? Remember, now you say, yes, coach, they gave only 2 goals or 3 goals on PKs during the playoff. I absolutely agree with you. It was unbelievable during the playoff. But during the year, the 56 game, Montreal was 19 in NHL. So their PK never been strong. And they need to get more aggressive. They need to get better on the lane. They have to be better on the stick. And I think you have to have 2 or 3 units, and that's it. And I think they don't work. The way they chase them at the beginning is good. It's when they come on the defensive side. That's what they struggle, the defense also. So I don't know but it's something they need to get better for sure. The breakout, defense forward, this is really bad. They struggle all playoff with that part, and they keep conscious about this. What are you talking about? There are no transition with that part, guys. Their pass, it's not great, and you have to be better. Now I'm going to put another way over there. I'm going to add something. It's not on as the word. Carey Price there. We're talking coach. He's not a defenseman. Carey Price is one of the best top 5 goaltender around the net. He controlled the puck. He passed the puck. He get out the puck. He get out the net. He stopped the puck, and he relents sometime the transition by passing the puck quick, faster. Jake Allen is not good about this. Montembeault is not good about. And when you have a slow defenseman as a coach, or if you know hockey, it's hard when you don't have no help from the goaltender. And that's what make a little bit better your defenseman. By the way, Carey Price play around the net. So that's another big major problem for the Montreal Canadiens at that moment over there, because our defensemen, they're not fast. So I want to mention about that one over there. The structure of the transition is not there at that moment. They have no chemistry, no setup. It's down the puck, losing the puck, gave away puck, turnover, everything like that. That's what I see since the beginning of the year. The line, I can go all the way, guys. You know what's going on. You are a fans, the Bleu Blanc Rouge. You're not, I'm not better to you, but I just want to mention the situation with the Montreal Canadiens at that moment. The next thing I want to finish this is what's coming for the Montreal Canadiens. They play 3 games next week. Tuesday against San Jose Sharks, and they are all 3 in Montreal. Big week for the Montreal Canadiens next week. Thursday, welcome back Jesperi Kotkaniemi, where he did not play very well for the first 2 games, only 12 minutes per game. He has 0 point and -2, I believe. And finally, Saturday again, the Detroit Red Wings. So that's what's happening for the Montreal Canadiens next week. I would not be surprised to see Jake Allen all 3 games next week. I would not be surprised to see Mike Hoffman back in the lineup. And it will be interesting to see what's happening. But that's what's happening for the Montreal. What is your guess for me? I wouldn't be surprised if they finish 1-1-1. But Montreal need to get 2-1 next week. They need to beat San Jose and Detroit and Carolina losing. And they will be 2-4. That would be a little bit better. That's what that would be a little bit what we're looking for next week on my eyes. So thanks to talking about Corey said, my second favorite team is Montreal. My third favorite is Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't mind them. I have respect for them right now. Leave past they not like a thing. Absolutely right, Corey, about this. I agree with you. Here we go. Now let's move on with the Florida Panthers guy. About what happening with them. We have a couple of people like the Florida Panthers, so we're not talking about them. That'd be good. First of all, the Cats review last week. They played 2 games. They won 2-0-0. A big win and OT against the Chicago Blackhawks. During that game, they was losing 4-2 at the beginning of the third period. 2 goals by the Florida Panthers. Aaron Ekblad, I believe, and they tied the game at the end of the third period, and they went to OT, and Carter Verhey scored a winning goal and to make the first W for the Montreal Canadiens. For the Florida Panthers. Great game overall. Popovsky gave 4 goals, but at the end of the day, I think he make a big save at the right moment. Keep a chance for the team to win. And again, the Florida Panthers, the Cats, we call them the Cats, that came back strong, and they did exactly what they did all year long last year. They coming back at the third period and to get that W. So congratulations, the Cats. And it was not done yet. Again, a team considered maybe the top 5 and for the upcoming season in NHL. A team where Florida have to show what they look like. Again, the best team in NHL. Florida Panthers yesterday, guys, they dominate the game. Not on shooting, but the way they controlling the game. They let a lot of puck for the Islanders coming from outside, not from the inside. They really protect Popovsky, and Popovsky was great, gave only 1 goal. It's the Sergei Popovsky we would like to see all year long, and he showed it again by giving only 1 goal and give a chance for the Florida Panthers to win yesterday 5-1. All night yesterday is all about Sam Bennett with a hat trick, 3 goals, and great performance overall of the Florida Panthers. They now 2-0-0 since the beginning of the year. We have to give credit. We have to give them, the way they play right now, and the captain continues what he did since the beginning of the year. Bennett had trick. Sam Bernard has been too quiet. He swapped plays with Duclair during the game. Great comments, Vallejo, about that. You're absolutely right. Bonamonkey said the same thing about this. Just give you what is good right now for the Cats. First of all, Sam Bennett, the rat trick. We call it the rat trick because we know the story about all the rat is a tradition for the Florida Panthers. A great performance of the number 9. We mentioned about what he looked like since he moved with the Florida Panthers. Carter Verhey, another great players get from the sign as a UFA 2 years ago from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and at $1 million have a great performance last year, I believe 18 goals. And yesterday also during the first game, Aaron Ekblad scored his first 2 goals of the year. Great performance, defenseman. After an injury last season, broken his leg, came back strong, better. We are a little bit worried yesterday when he fouled behind the goal line and on the board. His leg was not, the left leg was not, I was scared about his knee, was limping a little bit. Come back to the bench and he looked like fine. He came back on the game during the game. He was looking great. And of course, we want to mention Sergei Popovsky, 2.50 went out GAA for the first 2 games. That's what they need. If the Florida Panthers can have a really great year and to go maybe all the way to the end, they need a goaltender situation. They need their goaltender, Popovsky and Spencer Knight, step up. And right now, Sergei Popovsky, he did it. What happening for him next week? I believe he's going to be back again. Again, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I would not be surprised. I'll be shocked to see Spencer Knight for Tuesday game. But would be interesting. But look, at the end also, Alexander Barkov scored an amazing great goal yesterday. Again, the New York Canadiens, the 5th of the night. But again, Barkov have 2 assists at the first game. Continues what he did last season. He carried on that team. He provoked so many opportunities on the ice. Every time he's on the ice, something could happen. That's what Barkov is to really become a dominate players in NHL. We have to put him one of the top 10 for sure, maybe the top 5. He continues what he did last season. So, wow. If you're a Panthers fan, guys, this is going to be an amazing, great year. And of course, the Hockey National Show is going to follow them. We're going to talk more about them. Unfortunately, and my time is limited, but we do the best we can to give you the best contents. And we are proudly glad to having all the fans for the Panthers here. We talk about Bottom Monkey, Michael Rosenblatt, Gators, Frank Zalazar, and those you guys, Daryl, and many of you are the fans, Panthers, Vallejo, everybody else. Thanks to join us, and hopefully we get more fans of the Panthers. Join the Hockey National Show. Can talk more about the Panthers. Yes, Sam Reynolds was very quiet. Absolutely right about this. Lundell is like mini Barkov, good defensively. Lundell will get point. He play more, he get more comfortable in NHL. Yeah, I'm not worried about Anton Lundell. What is really important as a rookie, it's minimize your mistake. And that's what I see from Lundell. You do not put the team on the bad situation by turnover or not at the right place, everything like that. And listen, Lundell, I think he's going to stay with the Florida all year long. Big guy, another great center, deep on the shot now for the Florida Panthers. He's going to get point at some. Don't worry about that. He's going to get also his first goal very soon. But as a coach, that's what you want for the rookie. Minimize your mistake on defensive side. Minimize your mistake, turnover, puck, and be at the right position. I think he checked right now all those expectations for the coach. And maybe quiet on the points, but great for what you show on the ice. And that's what you're looking for as the fan. So, again, another great player for the Florida Panthers. Like you said, is really, really look like them, like Barkov. And the fact he leave with Barkov, sure, he talk about hockey with him, show to him what it takes to become a professional, and a great mentor, and a good example what Barkov is, a great captain overall. You're welcome, below. Careful, this cat can bite meow. Yes, they can for sure about this. At the end of the day, those cats are really amazing because... That's what you're talking about, Corey, right? Here we go. Finally, what's going on for the Panthers for this week, guys? They have 3 games, 2 on the road and 1 at home. It's really strange. I know Tampa Bay is not far, but Tuesday they're going to be in the Tampa Bay Lightning. For me, that's the game of the week for me. That's what I'm looking for. So it'll be interesting to see that again, the Tampa Bay. What they look like and how they're going to compete. We know what happened with the Tampa Bay. They are 2-1-0 right now. They come back the last 2 games to win the W, and it'll be interesting to see that. That's the rivalry in NHL at that moment, so don't miss this game. watch this game. I ask, it's going to be great watching the Tampa Bay, the Florida. This is the first of the 4 game of the season, so it'll be interesting. I expect Bobrovsky back between the pipes, get the nuts for the Panthers. The second game, they are back home Thursday night, and they got the Colorado Avalanche. They're going to be on the road, the Avalanche this week without possible. But first of all, let's guy. I don't know if they played before that. I'm sure they played before that. I apologize. I do not know. Ken McKinnon is going to be back in the lineup. There'll be interesting about this, but that's what the Colorado Avalanche are. Another top 5 team in NHL. So you can see Florida Panthers have a, after Chicago, where it's an average team, they got the Islanders top 5. They got now Tampa Bay top 5, and then you get Colorado, I believe, is another top 5 in NHL. So the 3 of the first 4 game of the Tampa Bay are a really solid team in NHL. Imagine if Panthers get maybe 3-1 start. This is going to be a great year for the Florida Panthers. Finally, they're going to be at the Philadelphia Flyers next Saturday. Will be what happened. The Flyers lost yesterday, 2 days ago, again, the Vancouver Canucks by a score of 5-4 and shootout. The next one I want to talk about this is a little bit what's going on around the league, the good, the bad, everything like that. So what are you talking about? And I just want to share with you about this. I prepared the show at the last minute, guys. I apologize. I will be a little bit more prepared next week. But I think overall, so far, it's pretty good. Any comments you want to add or any feedback you want to give to me or anything you want to do, that will make us better as a channel. So don't hesitate to talk about this. That would be great. That'd be awesome to helping us, what you're looking for, what you like to hear, what you would like to learn. That's why we do this, the live stream, usually. So hopefully it will be helping you. So the good team so far since the beginning of the week, right? So remember, this is a weekly review. So did not play another game, 2-3 game. Our other team do well, but I don't want to mention all the team. I just select 4 per categories. We're going to change this every week. First of all, the good team, Carolina is already 2-0. They beat the Islanders and the Nashville Predators. The Edmonton guys, 2 solid performance already for them. Beat the Calgary yesterday by a score of 5-3 and 5-2, and they beat the Canucks Vancouver 4-3, if I can recall it. So good performance. McDavid's doing well. Peugeot Jarvis looking great over there. Mike Smith, great performance back-to-back. That team right now is getting better and better. Where I select them to finish first in the West Division, people was telling me I was crazy. But again, I really believe this team is better than what we thought at the end of the day. So we have to give this part about that one over there. Florida Panthers versus Philadelphia sound like a rival. Yeah, a little bit about this. Vegas may be missing both Stone. That hurt. Absolutely right about that one over there. The Tampa Bay Lightning is another team. They are who they are. 2-1-0 right now. I put them right there. And like I mentioned, I have other team. Then the Florida Panthers, 2-0-0 at that moment. Looking great. Great performance for them. The bubble player. So the bubble player categories is the team where they're going to be all year long, I believe, and the race, not maybe for make the playoff, but the team right now with friends challenge in front of them. That's for me the best thing about I can mention to you. First of all, the New York Rangers are right now 1-1-1. Alexis Lafreniere scored a winning goal against Montreal Canadiens yesterday. The Rangers, whatever they beat Montreal, I did not see a full team at their full potential yet. We see a Panarin quiet and the Adam Fox is a little bit better. Great performance. The Chesterkin, the first 2 goals, the 2 first game he played for the Rangers. We know they lost the first night. Then after that, they tie up and they lost 3-2. And then yesterday they win. But it's not a Rangers need to get better. They are not there where they're supposed to be. But Gerard Gallant is going to fix this. So the Rangers, that's what they are. The Washington Capitals right now, they lost yesterday against Tampa Bay. Where are they right now? Or where are they going to be? They play right now without Nicholas Backstrom. Can we put this on the good side? I believe the team's going to compete for the playoff spot as the 3rd and 4th in my eyes. But that's what I call them, the bubble player. The Dallas Star is another team. My key for them is consistency and no injuries. About that, it will be interesting what they're going to do. But again, it's another team right now. They lost yesterday, but again, the Boston Bruins, but they won the first game. So So it'll be interesting to follow with the Dallas Stars. The Vegas Golden Knights, where you put them as the bubble coach, they're going to finish the top 2 in the West Division. I understand that, but before you put this a bubble, like Valeo just mentioned about this, they lost Matt Pacioretty for 6 weeks. My concern, like Adam Berger said all the time, Robin Leonard, I don't know what to do about thinking about him. And then the Max Stone injuries. Yes, something deeper behind the door or behind this, we don't know yet. Is it a daily, day-to-day? Is it week-to-week? This is going to be a concern. We don't know yet. Can he feel better? Can he's fine? We don't know yet, but it'll be interesting to see that. That's the reason I put them Powerball. Now the bad team, a really bad start. The Winnipeg Jets have a 2, not easy game, but 2 teams they should beat and did not beat them. So a little bit concerned about that. I understand Pierre-Luc Dubois score. We understand Max Sheffley come back. But again, is the team could be better. Elliot Buck is not the LA Buck. I'm not too much worried about him, but you have to get better about that one over there. The Winnipeg right now is 0-2. The New York Islanders lost the first 2 games. Again, a solid team in NHL, but I don't like what I saw so far for the New York Islanders. Too many goals. They gave 6 the first game, 5 the second game. We know they don't play with Valamar. Zukharin is between the pipe. The defensive is looking bad, and it's not who they are. It's not what Barry Trotz does. It's not what the Islanders show to us for the last couple of years. They are not exactly what they are. The next one is Montreal Canadiens. OMG. OMG! Jesus. Let me check this.
Oh, really? What's the matter with you?
Yes! What's the matter with them? Not with you, with them. So the Montreal Canadiens 0-3-0. You know what's going on. I don't want to mention too much about this. I don't want to waste my life about them. Just kidding. But we know what's going on about that. Leo Jalbert back in the house. Mon Leo, we love you. We miss you. First of all, you said you will lose the first 3 games. Congratulations if you did it, if you said that. And they will lose the next 2-1. San Jose, Carolina. Thursday night, I pretty sure they lose. I don't know about Tuesday. It's not a great start for the Montreal Canadiens, to be honest with you, unfortunately. But it's a team struggle, be honest with you, Leo. It's a team we consider for me out of the playoff. At the end of the year, I put them a bit, maybe too many points, but it's a team they need to find a way to get better. I'll be honest with you, Leo, as a fans, I don't care to lose 82 games. I'll be honest with you, I don't care losing. What I care is the players show up. Leo, I'm sure we are the same generation, and we learn from the work ethic and the passion, the dedication, and the way with Guy Lafleur, those Bob Gainey, everything like that, and we don't see those kind of face like that. Maybe only Gallagher, and I don't know what the answer is, but I can understand your point, Leo, about that for sure. So thanks to join us this morning. The last one is the Chicago Blackhawks. I understand they're not a great team like Montreal Canadiens. I will be honest with you. As a situation in NHL, it's an average team, but did not start the right way. They expect a lot from Zed John, and Jonathan Toews is back. They have also Darcy Kirby back, Jesus. And now they have Fleury, and they make some change to make the team better, but unfortunately, they did not turn right now the way they was expect. And there's a team right now struggle after the beginning of the season. That's another Montreal Canadiens decision with Chicago Blackhawks. Not panicking. It's a little bit worries and concern about that one over there. Valentino, go Abs, go. Thanks for joining us, Valentino, this morning. Salut Nico, salut Nicolas. I've been an Ab fan since 96 and I'm not giving up. It's not about giving up, Canadian John. I'll be honest with you. It's not about to let it down, right? It's just like you start to be worried, right? And I don't see like the panic button yet. I don't wait. I'm going to wait until 15 games before I panic a little bit more. But again, as a fan, we want our team to look better. And again, they just lose 3-1, you said to me. But I did not see again that That's what I want to see. So I could be wrong here, but I understand you, Canadian Jones. I agree with you about that, everything. Mr. Blister, Blackhawks having the same start as the last season. Really? I think they have an amazing, great year at the first half of the season, Mr. Blister, the Blackhawks, and then they struggle after that. I think the second half of the season was really bad. But maybe they start 0-3 something, but I know the first 28 game, Mr. Blister, they have a good year. And then after that, they struggle. Lankinen he was not the Lankinen at the beginning of the year. But again, I do not remember exactly the number, the win at the beginning of the year, but you could be right. I don't said you are wrong. I just want to mention what happening for them last season. Go Abs, go Nicolas. Absolutely right about that. Benjamin will soon be out. I'm still not sure, Leo, about that. Be honest with you. And I still believe Molson is never going to fire him. Now, the circumstance could change, Leo, on the flip side. What are you talking about, coach? You know, like sometime the 0-8 or 0-7-1 or 7-8-2 or 0 win after X number of the game can push Molson with no choice to do it. That's what I can relate to you, Leo, about that situation. But again, I'm not sure they will do it. Ronnie Odette said the same thing like you. Ronnie Odette said they would fire the coach. I don't see this yet. Again, it could happen after 7-8. Again, Leo, and maybe you already predict this already. And great if you are right. But I just mentioned to you what I'm thinking right now at that moment. But it could happen. Remember 1995 when they did it to Jacques Demers and Serge Chavard, Leo. So it could happen about that. I don't know right away, like you mentioned this about that. I don't know they need Patrick Roy, to be honest with you. Because Patrick Roy never been a GM in NHL. Patrick Roy a little bit not know what's going on in NHL. He have one thing, the passion, everything like that, but it doesn't maybe not work anymore. The Patrick Roy style with the young kids and today in NHL. That would be my concern. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad one. I'm just giving you my point about what I would see Patrick Roy. I could be wrong, right? But he never proved yet what he looked like. And a new general manager with a big team like Montreal Canadiens with no experience and nothing else. And Patrick Roy is not a guy who works as a team. Patrick Roy works as an individual. He's run the show by himself. This is a bit my worries about that. Again, not said, Leo, you're not right or wrong. I not said, I don't respect what you said. I just said what I'm thinking. That's the big trend right there. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But the time would tell us. But in Canada, at the same time, like Leo said, Pat Ackley never be a GM. And Pat Ackley never going to be a GM at any level. Pat Ackley is a coach. Patrick Roy been more like a GM with a rampart. There's a big difference between the junior when you run the show by yourself, when you don't have many people in front of you, when you don't run it's a big piece over there. So I don't know the answer of that question yet, and we are far to fire those guys at that moment, and it would be interesting to see that. I don't know, Leo, how you can consider Leo Bergevin as the worst GM in the history. This is where I don't understand you guys. The team just made the playoff, win the final Stanley Cup. That's the first time they went there since 1993, Leo. That's the first time they went there. So I don't know why you said he's a bad, worst GM. That's what I had difficult time when the people blame a lot Bergevin, where overall, if you look his 9 years at GM compared to Bob Gainey, the result of the team by point, by appearance on the playoff, and by the number of the game they play in the playoff, are better to the process before him Bob Gainey. That's what I'm a little bit don't understand when the fan cell is one of the worst, because the number and the fact of what he did show he was better to the GM before that until Serge Savard. So I don't know how you can, you know what I mean, like, why you consider him as the worst. I don't see as the best, Nicolas, I'll be honest with you, because it's really hard to go over Sam Polak and Serge Savard. But to call him as the worst, so if you call this, Leo, as a super pure luck, right? And I try to follow you. So what do you think about the Dallas Star the year before? How do you think about the St. Louis Blues the year before? You know what I mean? Like every year they have an underdog team go all the way to the end. So it's not luck. They are not good, how the people think. Now, this is another subject, Leo. If you consider the Montreal Canadiens as a great team, and I'm not agree with that. They are just an average team, Leo. They are a team between 18, 17, 16, whatever you call it, to 24. That's what they are, the Montreal Canadiens. And my book, I agree with you about that one. They are not great like people think. This is a good statement, but I would say to you, I'm just not agree with what you said is the worst GM. But otherwise, we can move on now, but I understand what you point. Surprise team so far. Columbus Blue Jackets at 2-0-0 so far. Columbus beat Arizona 8-2, and they won yesterday against, oh my God. They won 2-1 yesterday. I cannot remember who did it. Patrick Lenny scored. But anyway, they won 2-1 yesterday. Detroit Red Wings, I know they understand they lost 7-6 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. 4 goals for Tyler Bertuzzi, but they find a way to win, to beat the Vancouver Canucks yesterday 3-1. So they are 1-0-1. That's a little bit better. The Kraken, Seattle Kraken, after they lost again the Vegas 4-3, they come back with a W again in Nashville, and they tie up yesterday. They got a 1 point. They lost an OT. So great weeks for them. Surprised me a little bit. And the New Jersey Devils, they only play one game. I understand that. And they are the really hard division over there. But I love what I see for the Devils. The Doug Hamilton goal at the beginning of the period, at the night, first period, and then the Jack Hughes goal at the end of the game, and OT. That gave me Jack Hughes going to be a great year for him and for the Devils. It will be interesting to watching them all year long. They want to get a Seattle. Here we go. Thank you so much, Vallejo. That complete me. One of the worst, of course, all was the worst. The peanut, Leo. We got the peanut in 1995. You find me to laughing anyway, so thanks, Leo. Now, guys, I know we passed the time a little bit, but I want to finish with that part. This is going to be happening every week, guys. And I want to mention this is not coming from me. It's not, I want to bring this over there here. It's what I got every week from someone, and I want to share with you. This is I know it's small. I apologize. I cannot put bigger because all the team. This gives you a perspective. This works with the GSVA, goal, save, value, advance. That's what make you a guy make about 15,000 game simulation per week for what the schedule look like, everything like that. This is right now what the chance for probabilities for each team. We're going to bring to you this every Sunday morning on the weekly. It's going to change. I'm going to get this the Sundays. I will sharing with you. Give you an example. What they expect, the Colorado Avalanche have 112 points. The chance of winning the Stanley Cup is number 1 in NHL at 23%. You can go all the way like this for each team. The Toronto Maple Leafs are number 2 right now. The Tampa Bay number 3. Edmonton number 4. The Boston Bruins, the Florida Panthers, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Minnesota, and then Pittsburgh, Carolina, everything like that. And the chance to missing the playoff for the Montreal Canadiens is right now at 84%. and right now at that moment, and you can see those teams right now. This is going to be changed. That'll give you also the probability to make the final, the conference final, the division final, to make the playoff. The Montreal Canadiens right now, to make the playoff is only 13% to make the playoff at that moment. Do you think Eichel may go to the Blues for Tarasenko with David Perron? Thought it would like this work? I'm curious. No, Corey Hill. The reason why I said that, they were not going to trade David Perron. David Perron love to be in St. Louis. They love him. He's a great fan. I don't see this happening, Corey, about that for the Blues. Coyotes dead last. Yes, it's all under 1%. The Buffalo Sabres, 99. The Anaheim Ducks, 98. Everything like that. Now I'm going to give you another screen right there. This is Libid's friends. All right? The team rating at that moment. So it's another way. It just gives you what they look like in NHL at that moment, how they select their team rating right now. Yeah, no percentage, but again, that gives you the way we can select those teams at that moment. Now I'm going to give you a little bit more the probability update. This is coming from last week, October 12th. So it's not update at the game for the 16. It was before the season start. Right? So it's going to be changed, but it was the probability at the beginning of division chance. You can see Toronto Maple Leaf, number 1. The win the division is orange or gold, 47%. You can see the Tampa Bay at 19, the Boston Bruins 18, the Florida Panthers 15, the Montreal Canadiens, it's no chance to win. Finish second, no chance. 3% finish third, 4, and 9. And you can see all the way that way over there. The Ottawa Senators, Detroit, everything like that. For the Metropolitan, you can see they named the Pittsburgh 24. It was impressive for me. At that moment, Malkin and Crosby, a full lineup was there. The New York Islanders, the Carolina, and Washington, everything like that. All right, just a thought, no problem, Corey. I just gave you my idea about that one over there. And then finally on that one, I will give you the two other division. They are the Colorado Avalanche 79, the Minnesota Wild 12, the St. Louis Blues 4, Dallas Star. You can go all the way like that about that. So it'll be interesting what's going to happen. Just give it this again. It was updated only the October 12th. So when I get the next update, I will bring to you. I will mention the date. I just want to share with you. The Edmonton is first at 46%. The Golden Knights are 46%. And that's what's happening about that for the prediction of the division chance to make the playoff, everything like that. Leo Jalbert, the Ducharme, I don't think so. Now, the only way he will get out, if, example, the team is completely out the right, but he's going to be passed on the Thunder with Bergevin is the case. But I don't think so they will fire him this season. That would be another way at the next season, but for this season, I don't see that. They have gave him a 3-year contract for him, Burroughs, Richardson, everything like that. I don't see this could happen. It could happen, but I don't see this right now at that moment. It's not there yet on my eyes, or that prediction could happen at that moment like today. But it could happen. Of course, everything could happen in hockey, right? If the team is 1-16-2, yeah, something could change, right? Like the Buffalo Sabres happening last season. Atlanta Weather, welcome back, buddy. We're going to be back tonight at 5 o'clock. We'll do the live stream between the Dallas Star and the Ottawa Senators. That's what we're going to do tonight. And then we'll be back at 9 o'clock tonight. We want to invite you. Don't forget, guys, we have a welcome to the warm-up show. That's the show's going every Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We are live. This was the title of the first show. It was last week, last Monday. We talk about signature, everything like that, and injuries, everything like that. Talking about injuries, everything like that. I want to mention this. Couple of contracts during the weeks because we talk about reviewing the weeks. Charlie McAvoy signed a 8-year contract at 9.5 AAV That's happening for him. Ryan Pulock, the defenseman, 27 years old for the New York Islanders. Their ILD signed an 8 years contract at $49 million for 6.150 AAV per year. Brady Tkachuk, from the 21 years old for the Ottawa Senators, signed a contract 7 year at $8.2 million for $57 million. Colton Sevier for the Edmonton Oilers signed only a 2-way contract, 1 year at $750. Matthews Ekholm, another defenseman at 33 years old, signed a 4 years contract at $25 million, 6.2. Evgeny Chevnikov for the Winnipeg Jets signed a 2-way contract at $750. And then it was Nick Suzuki signed an 8 years contract, $63 million at $7.875 million per year AAV. It was maybe the biggest contract of the weeks. But those contracts, you have other players like Gustafsson, Brent Boy, Alex Chiasson, Kiefer Bellows, and Corey Schneider. They signed all those kind of contracts, and Parker Kelly. They are the only contract signed this week. The transaction happening this week, I just want to mention, happening yesterday. The Buffalo Sabres waive claim Christian Wolanin for the Los Angeles King. The Washington Capitals got Denis Cholowski. The Florida Panthers got Oli Jolevo for the trade. San Jose Sharks set Gatchovich. And then Pittsburgh active Ashton Reyes. You can see all those information about that happening for the Colorado Avalanche, everything like that. And finally, I don't think I want to mention to you, it was the injury happening. Yesterday, the Buffalo Sabres announced Henry Chukwukaiju was on the injury reserve. Same situation with Brian Rust. Montreal Canadiens active Semi Niku. And then the Los Angeles King put on the injury reserve Elias Anderson. Mata come back for the Protocol 19, back on the lineup. Same thing for Edmonton. Zach Kashin played yesterday, and Edmonton put David Shore on the ER. And the same situation with the Colorado Avalanche. Valerie Nikushin. Finally, Friday, Ottawa Senators put Matt Murray, the goaltender, on the same situation. That's conclude, guys. Everything happened and around the league for last week is a weekly show we're going to produce every Sunday, talking overall what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens, the Panthers, and other team in NHL. So that's what a little bit conclude about the show. Veneno said, I'm going to the sauna. I'm going to the pool, buddy. Beautiful day here, so I can't wait to see this. Who is your pick star of the Senator? I really like Tkachuk for sure. Norris is amazing over there. Zozol. They have a lot of young players over there, but those were the three come in my mind. I really like Shane Pinto. He's underrated. Nick Paul is underrated. Connor Brown is underrated. Three other players behind what I just mentioned to you. Hopefully they're helping you. Duchamp, one of the best coach. Nicolas, I don't think is a best coach over there. He's a learning. So before we mention it as the best coach, we have the time we tell us what is going to look like. But again, on the flip side, without Price, Weber, and other players missing right now, Hoffman, Edmondson, we cannot judge him, and we cannot judge the Montreal Canadiens, what they're going to look like during the year. But again, only we have the time to qualify if what it looked like Dominic Charm in NHL. Unfortunately, we mention or we look at the coach by the result. Unfortunately, they should look about who they are behind the bench and all the area. He's a good coach. He knows what he's doing. He's one of the 32 coach in NHL, got a job, and we have to qualify them as a good coach. But now to be a great coach for the Montreal Canadiens, blah, blah, blah. It's the time we tell us about this. Yeah, it's an expression. I think Leo, when he said he's a Pee-wee coach, I don't think so. You consider him as a Pee-wee coach, right? He been with Team Canada, Leo. I think, Leo, you have to give credit for the guys, what they accomplished during their career. And that's only disagree with you when you call him as a Pee-wee. It's more like an expression for you. But again, I think you have to wait to consider him as qualify him at a bad, a good, whatever you want to qualify him. The time will tell us. On the flip side, Leo for Nicolas, but wait, see what he look like overall. Lightning play Pittsburgh on the outside hockey game. Is there just one game today? Yes, Canadiens are only one game today in NHL because it's more like the NFL football day and USA, and the NHL tried to wait a little bit when the season. The NFL will be out. They will put more game this Sunday. So the only game today, the Dallas Star play and the Ottawa Senators will be interesting. We're going to be live stream tonight. We're going to show the game, not show the game, but talk about the game. We'll also be back at 9 o'clock p.m. tonight for the power play show like we do every single night when we don't do the live stream. So today, because my schedule gave me a chance, because Monday night and Wednesday night, I'm out because my duty as a hockey. But I will be back for sure. Big night this week is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 3 games for the Montreal Canadiens, 3 games for the Florida Panthers, and a lot of games around the NHL. So this guy conclude. You're welcome, Canadian. NFL has more popularities. Yes, I can do. Let's conclude, guys, the first show of the NHL weekly review by the Hockey National Show. Hopefully you enjoy it. And hopefully you have a great time. And thanks again to joining us. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes if you enjoy it. And I look forward to see you for the next game, for the next time. And but like I said before that, one thing we remember before we leave.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much for watching us for another great show of the live Hockey National Show. I look forward to see you tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We wish you an amazing, great Sunday and fun day and a blessing day, everybody. And keep up with what you are. You have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. Johnny. Nicolas and Leo, have a good day, buddy.